Class, we're going to start painting today, and we're going to be using the elements of line and shape, like shapes like squares and circles. However, today we're actually going to concentrate just on one kind of shape and two varieties. We're going to be doing circles, okay? Circles are very round, and they are the same all the way around. And then there's another kind that's called an oval. An oval is like a circle, but it's a little bit more stretched out. An oval could be stretched out up and down. We call that vertical. See, it's longer. Or an oval could be stretched out side to side. We call that horizontal, like this, okay? So we're going to be practicing painting lines and ovals and circles. As always, before we start painting, we have to put our name on our artwork, and we put our name on the back. So I'm going to write my name on the back, nice and big, so it can read. It says Houston, and now I'm going to turn it over. So, class, we're just going to start off by using black paints, okay? So there's black paint inside of here. We have a brush. You see how that tip is nice and sharp, okay? When we get paint on the brush, we're just going to start by dipping the tip of it in the brush, not all of the brush. Start by just the tip of it, okay? So I'm gonna, and hopefully you can see by the video, I've just got that black paint on the tip of my brush. I'm gonna start by making a circle, and it's gonna be near the top of the page, kind of a smallish circle, and almost touching the top, but not quite. I'm gonna make it about, now, sometimes my paintbrush dries out. I just dip a little bit more paint inside of it. Oops, I accidentally. And sometimes I gotta turn the brush over. And I'm gonna go very slowly, try to make my circle as perfectly round as I can. And sometimes I might go back over some of the lines and make them a little bit better. See how slow I'm going? So that's a circle. It's pretty good and round. Now I'm going to make a larger oval that's going to connect to that circle, okay? So I'm going to start right here. By the way, we're going to make a bumblebee. So bumblebees are made up of lots of ovals and circles. So this is going to be the head of the bumblebee. Now we're going to make the body of the bumblebee, right? It's going to be bigger, and it's going to be more of an oval that's going to be vertical, up and down. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to go out. Remember, all my lines are going to be kind of curving because we want to make it round, a round oval. So the body is a little bit more stretched out than the head of the bee. Notice how I go one with the brush and then I turn it around and use the back end before I dip it and get a little bit more paint on there. All right. So what else do we need? Remember, we're going to be painting more ovals. The wings, right? So we're going to make another oval, but this time, instead of being up and down vertical, the wings are going to be smaller ovals that are going to be, they're going to go side to side, horizontal. So we'll start right here, and we'll go this way. Remember, I turn the brush around. Maybe I'll do that line again. I'm not trying to go too fast. I'm being gentle about it. I'm going to make an oval this way. And it's going to go about almost to the edge of that page. All right. Now, what else do bumblebees have? They usually have stripes on their bodies, right? Black and yellow stripes. We're going to start with the black stripes. So we're going to make lots of lines across the middle big oval. So make a line right there. And we want these lines to be a little bit more thick. So I'm going to do a little bit more Okay, and now I'm going to make another line, and I'm going to go down a little bit. I'd say about maybe 3 or 4 lines, thick lines. Maybe one more at the bottom. Now the other thing that we could do is bumblebees, their heads I think are usually darker, so we can go ahead and fill that in. We can fill that in with the black paint. And I'm going to try to keep it all inside my circle. All right, now what do we have to do? Well, we still have the wings. You know what? The wings won't be black. Bumblebee's wings are kind of clear, so we still got a little bit of black paint on our brush. So, and we have some white paint here. Now, if we dip just a little bit of white paint in there, let's see what happens when we go like that. It turns gray. Now, I think that's a little bit too dark, so I'm going to get a little bit more white paint on it. We want the wings to be a light gray. And since we already had black paint on our brush, we don't even need to wash it off. There we go. More white. See how I never even had to add any more black. All that black that was on my brush was good enough to turn it gray. And if you want to, maybe you could add a little stinger with some more black, a little triangle. That's a little bit extra. After you've done that, I may be able to call you to my yellow station and we can paint in between the black lines yellow. Thank you.